Have you ever looked at a really expensive watch or a designer handbag and just thought, why? Why does that cost so much? Well, it's usually not just about the leather or the gears. It's about the story. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how that story gets built, using a surprisingly simple example, a chandelier. So that's the big question we're going to tackle, right? How do you take something that's, just a functional object and turn it into this aspirational must-have luxury experience? We're going to see how a few carefully chosen words can completely change the game.
All right, Section 1, Creating the Problem. This is the first and maybe the most important move in the playbook. Before a seller can offer you the perfect solution, they first have to convince you that you have a problem you didn't even know existed.
Just listen to how they phrase this. Are you tired of mundane lighting? Do your spaces feel uninspired? See what's happening? These aren't really questions. They're suggestions. They're planting a little seed of doubt in your mind, making you look around your own home and think, maybe it is a little mundane. And this slide just lays it all out so perfectly. On the left, you've got the simple reality. Your room has lights. Fact. But the marketing on the right, that's where the magic trick happens. They reframe that reality into a problem. Your perfectly fine lighting is suddenly mundane, uninspired. And now that you feel that lack, guess who has the solution?
Okay, Section 2, From Fixture to Art. So now that they've got you feeling a little dissatisfied with your boring old lights, what do? Well, this is where it gets really clever. They don't just offer you a better light fixture. No, they completely redefine what the object is.
I mean, let's be real. At its core, a chandelier is a light. Its job is to light up a room. That's its function. But luxury marketing, whether we're talking about a car or a lamp, is never really about just function. So this is how they make the leap. The description immediately pivots away from function and toward form. It doesn't talk about watts or lumens, it talks about the exquisite green petal-shaped glass shades. All of a sudden, we're not in the hardware store anymore. We're in a gallery.
And boom, there it is. That's the killer line. It's not just a light, it's a suspended sculpture. That one phrase completely changes everything. It's no longer a household utility, it's now a piece of art. And what can art be worth? Well, anything.
And they just keep hammering this idea home with this kind of vocabulary. Words like meticulously crafted, breathtaking artistry. These aren't just empty adjectives. They're chosen to build an aura of exclusivity, of high culture, and, let's be honest, to justify a much higher price tag.
So moving on to Section 3, the promise of transformation. This is the real emotional core of the pitch. Because you're not just buying a light, and you're not even really just buying a piece of art. What you're actually buying is a promise. The promise that this one object will transform your entire life.
Check out the wording here. The ad doesn't say it'll make your bedroom brighter. It promises to turn it into a serene sanctuary. The chandelier is now a tool, a magic wand for creating a whole new atmosphere, a specific feeling.
And the magic doesn't stop there. With this one fixture, your kitchen isn't just a kitchen anymore. It becomes a vibrant hub. You can just feel the energy in that phrase, right? It's selling an ideal vision of your life.
And here's the grand finale. Your living room is elevated to an elegant salon. It's pure aspiration. This is how they sell you an entire lifestyle upgrade, all packaged in the form of a light fixture.
So let's put it all together. Section 4, Selling an Experience. When you combine creating a problem, elevating the object to art, and promising a total transformation, what are you really left with?
You're left with this. Look at what's on the list of things you're actually buying. A statement, a mood, a testament to your refined taste. None of these are physical things you can hold. The true product here is an identity, a feeling, an experience. The chandelier is just the ticket to get in.
So here it is, the whole strategy boiled down into 4 simple steps. 1. Create dissatisfaction. 2. Elevate the object into art. 3. Promise that it'll transform your world. And 4. The golden rule. Sell the feeling, not the feature. It really makes you think, doesn't it? The next time you see an ad for some high-end product, take a second and ask yourself, what am I really buying here? Is it the thing itself, or is it the story they're selling me about who I'll become once I own it?